4 times. By the time I set the camera up, it was like... Okay, I decided to go live again. And do another, like, roleplay thing. Point of view roleplay thing. I'm just gonna wait for, like, people to what... Because I still like the fact that it's a bit, like, interactive, so when people are actually here watching, they can kind of reply for the person of which you're point of viewing, which will be my wife Daisy again. So, as the last one, it was my first time, I'm just still sort of, like, learning, I suppose. I've had loads of practice, like, playing as Jeromiah and stuff, but I've never, like, done it in front of people before, and I've never, like, done a video. So, you guys did join in the last time, so that was pretty cool. Thing is, though, today I'm kind of struggling with my eye. It's been a pain in the arse today. It's so itchy. And so I rubbed it. And, of course, it leaks forever. But rubbing it's, like, the only way. Rubbing it's the only way to stop it from itching. But, of course, there is a price, and that is that it leaks for ages. I've just stopped it leaking now. It stopped leaking, but now, of course, it's dry, and it's itchy. And it just like, comes on me suddenly. Like, it'll just, like, grip you. Just, like, grip you. It'll grip you. I'm not role-playing yet, by the way. I'm just easing into it. So, I'm waiting for people to join before I do it. Just remember that you guys can, you know, watch it later. I really need a blue suit so I can play Jeromiah properly. Like, I need a proper costume. I was gonna get, like, a fursuit, but I don't know. I'm not sure a fursuit of him would look good unless it was, like, a morph suit or something. Because he's not, like... Fursuit's, like, did big and he's, like, huge, but... I just think he would look ridiculous, you know, as a fursuit. Don't know, it might look okay if someone could get it right and not make it look like a fucking... Because the thing I don't like about fursuits is that they look like mascots or something. Is it called mascots? I'm not sure if that's the right word. And they just look dead big and cumbersome and ridiculous. And so I have found, like, morph suits. That's the thing. So I'd probably get a morph suit done of him. I think he would probably look good in a morph suit. Sorry, it's going a bit thingy. Crappy. So yeah, I'm going to do another, like, Jeromiah point of view thing. For you guys. So this time it's summer mode, so I'm in, like, my summer Jeromiah clothing. So he's in shorts and, like, a polo shirt. It's like his version of, like, smart summer dress. I forgot to put my tail on. Shit. So yeah, he's kind of got a slight dad bod. But he's still kind of fit as well. I'm not, like, 100% sure. I'll probably just, like, what's the word? I'll probably just improvise again like I did last time. I was thinking of doing, like, a script. Now, I have got an idea, but I'm not sure how it's gonna go. Because, like I say, I like to just improvise these things and see how they're gonna go. Not sure how to freaking start it. How about we, like, continue on from, like, the other time? So, we left it off where Jeromiah was about to have the naughties with his other girlfriend while his wife was cooking dinner. Okay, and what happened? Oh yeah, I could do that for you guys actually, but we're outside, so I can't. Well, I fantasized. I think it was last night. I was fantasizing while listening to music, like I often do. About, like, because obviously Jeremiah had to wait for his girlfriend to come. So his wife was like starting to cook. And of course he was bored waiting for that, you know, called his girlfriend over so that while he was having to wait 45 minutes for his dinner, you know, he could be entertained. So he didn't have to just wait around being bored. Because his wife had not cooked dinner in time for him coming home. So what happened was of course he's now bored waiting for his girlfriend to come. So while he's doing that, while he's waiting, he decides to come behind Daisy while she's cooking at the stove. And he just stands there like looking at her with his big puffy tail behind him, just like and she like feels his presence, and she turns around. She's like, "What are you doing? Should you be going and having the naughties with your little girlfriend while I'm cooking, like you said?" And he's like, "Well, I have to wait for her to come. I have to wait for her to arrive." So, so he does like shit to her while he's waiting. He's like, "Oh, Jeremiah, I'm trying to cook dinner." So that didn't happen in the live stream, but that's like one of the scenarios that I imagined after the event. So I'd like to do that. Hey Jay, hey Richard. It's going pretty good. I'm just easing into the roleplay thing. I'm just telling you about the idea that I had. I'm probably gonna do like comics of all of this that I'm mentioning, because you know what? I've decided that seeing as how nobody is helping me with this whole animation thing, I've decided to just do it myself. I know. So I'm gonna be animating the entire series or movie or whatever. It's kind of daunting, and I'm not that skilled in animation, but you know, seeing as how no one's gonna help me and I don't have the money to hire people, what can you do with the drunken sailor? What can you do? It's like, oh well, I'll just do it myself then. So probably everything that I'm role playing with you guys, I'm going to be animating. Okay. So I'm gonna do like so this is gonna be like the continuation of the last live stream. So it's like after he's had sex with that girl, his girlfriend. Hey, squirrel. So it's like, so it might not all be in order, because I'm gonna do the other bit for you guys that I've just mentioned, and I'm also gonna do like what happens immediately, like where Jeremiah finally gets his dinner, and like maybe his wife like asks him how it went or something. I don't know. So yeah. So we're outside. So maybe this is like the later that evening or something. I don't know. This is later that evening. Later that evening, we're outside. It's like a nice summer evening. I'm gonna sit down. This is really cold. Unfortunately, I don't have the cigarette because it broke. And I don't have another one, so it's kind of gonna suck. But I'll get one in a bit. I don't know how the live stream is. Okay. Alright. It's really hot here. It's not really hot here, it's kind of warmish cool. It was warm earlier. Okay. Sorry if this is like rubbish at the moment. Just trying to use it. So here's like a thing. So Jeremiah is pretty much like an abusive husband type. He's a psychopathic narcissist. And he told Daisy that he actually has offered his services as a professional abusive husband. Like, he actually hires himself out to women who want to like deliberately be abused. I know. It's like true, because people have like in the past, women on roleplay have like begged me to do that roleplay with them, which is kind of weird. Don't know why. So I thought I'd use that in the story. You want it fucking horrific and all. So Jeremiah sort of confesses that, because as you know, he's honest, doesn't lie. A male dominatrix. Kind of. Right, here's the difference between him being a professional abusive husband and a dominatrix. So a dominatrix is someone who just either comes to your house or you go to their house, or whatever, you know, their dungeon, and you say, oh right, yeah, I like to be tied up, I like to be beaten, whatever, and they just do it. They just dress up in their sexy kinky gear and they just get on with the lashing, the whipping, the tying up. I find that boring. I like story-based, like roleplay things, rather than just being like, oh right, I'm a dominatrix, you're like the client, you're not even really submissive, you're just a client who likes to be hurt. And it's like, that's boring. I like a story. So in Jeremiah's case, being a professional abusive husband, he's not really a dominatrix. He's actually just like, that's why he calls himself an abusive husband by profession. So he's like a professional abusive husband. So yeah, so girls pay him, or even men pay him to like be like the abusive husband or abusive like dad or something. So it's story based, it's role based. So instead of it just being like a dominatrix and submissive, it's actually a role thing. So he's playing an actual, you know, somebody in your life that's treating you like shit. So that's the difference. So he's like, yeah. So obviously he'd not really be married to them, but he'd just be playing the role. He's actually not really, you know, like in the last live stream where he like belted you on the point of view person, the wife. He's actually not really he's not really a big fan of physical abuse. He doesn't like to hit or punch or anything, but he's more like verbally, psychologically, emotionally abusive, more like. He likes the whole like keeping you guessing, like keeping you scared, keeping you in fear of what may happen. And he even has like warned Daisy that he might hit her, like he might, but he's not really a big fan of it. But there's always that possibility. Yeah, dominating alpha male, he is definitely. And of course his dad's an alpha male as well, like, you know, gets that from his dad. So he's got the tendencies of his dad, who's kind of abusive, but they've got like a good relationship now. He used to be abusive to his son, but now they've got a really good relationship now, and they like get along like house on fire, because of course he sees in him like himself, so he thinks, oh, you know, I'm dead proud of my son now because he's like a dominating alpha male like me. Like, but before, the thing with Lino, his dad, is that Daddy Lino, is that before they got along like house on fire, he like assumed that Jeremiah was like a threat to him, because he obviously recognized that he was a, you know, dominant male too. Like, that he grew up and he was kind of like, he had a bit of an attitude and stuff, and he was like a bully and shit growing up. So he recognized that he was like, you know, he would be an alpha too, like him. So of course he didn't like that, because he thought, oh, I've got to keep him down. So he was more harder on Jeremiah than he was on his brother, who's more timid and submissive. His brother was like more timid and submissive, so he recognized in Jeremiah that he would be more dominant, and he kept him down by being harder on him. And then as he grew up, it didn't really work. Jeremiah just got like worse and worse and worse. You know, he got more and more sort of manipulative and clever. So, and also he started to get fatter, because, you know, Lino always kept him skinny, because in their world, in Falcon Wolf universe, if being skinny means you are, you know, like in human society, being skinny is like, you know, you're like God, and being fat is like, oh, you're rubbish, you're a piece of shit. Well, in Falcon Wolf society, it's different. It's like, you know, if you're fat, you're a big, strong alpha. But if you're skinny, it means that you're meek and weak and inferior. So, of course, a lot of Falcon Wolf dads will keep their sons skinny to keep them down. And their sons will often be like quite jealous of their dads if their dads are fatter. And they will kind of get frustrated that, you know, they're being kept skinny because it means they're like a piece of shit. The chef is fat because he tastes the food. Okay. Well, if he's a Falcon Wolf, that's okay. But dominant males don't like it when other males are fat because it means that they're gonna outrank them, or it might, you know, they might possibly become a threat to them and outrank them. So he saw, like, Lino saw that Jeromiah went from like being dead skinny to like he started to gain weight. So of course he got worried, thinking, oh my god, he's gonna outrank me and shit, or he's gonna like try and overthrow me or something. So he got worried about that. So that's why he was hardening him. But when he realized that it wasn't working, he just like accepted and like, oh well, you know, because Jeromiah did assure him that he wouldn't, you know, he would try. Do you know what? That could be a good point of view thing. Maybe you could be like the point of view of Lino, and I could be the point of view of Jeromiah, and you know, maybe I could be talking to you, because I did have like an idea this morning when I was lying in bed. You know, I have lots of ideas when I'm lying in bed and also at night when I'm listening to music. So the idea was that like, so they do get along better now, Jeromiah and Lino. But Lino in this particular scenario is like losing his mafia. Like his mafia is like shit. Like they're all leaving him. So Jeromiah offers to build his mafia up again and help him out. And Jeromiah kind of brags that he's really like all that. He's the shit. Like he's really great in bed. Really great. And then he kind of teases his father, saying, because I've had more practice than you know. You've only been like one woman. I've been like loads since I was like 12. So apparently, so now decided that Jeromiah has been not a virgin since he was 12. Yeah. And I can't tell you who his actual first was because it'll gross people out. But he's been with like loads of girls since then, and he's been like a womanizer ever since. Yeah, it's kind of gross. That's weird, isn't it? It's so weird. It's like kids' sex that should be illegal. Yeah, still kind of weird. But anyway, yes. What was I gonna say? Because somebody, I think it was Issa, asked me like about the backstories of these characters, like if I have backstories, and I do. Like they just come to me and all. It's not like I have to really sit there thinking now, what's their backstory? Like they just all come to me. In fact, you know, it's like that. It's just like instant. So I kind of have a feeling like these characters really existed at some point. Like, you know, maybe either I was am a reincarnation of one of these characters, probably Jeromiah, or like they existed before and maybe I knew them, and even though I don't like remember it, like I kind of remember it instinctively, and that's why these stories like come to me like that. Because like most people, when they're thinking about their characters that they've created, they actually struggle to think of backstories, and they have to really think about it. Like, they have to make it up. Whereas I don't feel like I'm making it up. I feel like I know it. Like, you know, it's just there. And it just comes to me. Like, sometimes I'll just talk. Like I'm talking now to you guys. When I'm alone, I will be like rehearsing the lines that the characters are saying. And it just comes, like complete improvisation comes. I don't have to think about it. I just talk. And it just comes, like it flows. This is why I hate the noise. Do you know what I mean? The noise that I've complained about in the past, like my mum saying, do this, do that, I have to cook, I have to clean, I have to do this. I mean, you know, most people did probably just do it. you know, because that's their duty and they have to do it. Whereas me, it's like I don't really want to do that because, you know, I'm always in like creative mode. And I feel like lately I've been able to really express it anyway. The only time these stories don't always come to me is when I'm like super busy and I have to do like other things and focus on other things. But lately I've been just focusing on this stuff. I've not been writing it down though, so I'm kind of hoping I don't forget. But hopefully I'll always be up here. I've been writing it down for the most part, but the latest stuff I've thought about I've not really written down. But it's okay, I'll write about it after this stream. So I'm really sorry, it's supposed to be like a point of view thing. Okay. Daz watches. Nobody's... The things just come up. Trying to think. Maybe we should just get into it because it's like been 20 minutes. Sorry, guys. There's like 3 squirrels. Oh! Hey, cutie pies. The squirrels don't really get along very well. Okay, so yeah, I'll give you a bit more backstory on them. Alright. So Jeremiah, growing up, was always kept skinny, as you know. His dad would keep him skinny, really. Like, it'd be a form of torture for Jeremiah. He absolutely hated it. And he got quite frustrated with it. To the point where he had to thingy. He had to... Oof. What's the word I'm looking for? He had to sort of make a coping mechanism for himself. And that coping mechanism is... Don't know how to describe it. Like, I mentioned it before on other live streams about myself and how when I was growing up I was so skinny and no matter what I did I couldn't put on weight, and it was like really frustrating for me, and it was torture. Like, it was actually torture. But I used to sort of work with the torture to the point where, like, I would fantasize about these scenarios, kind of similar to Jeremiah and his father, which would be whereby there'd be a character who was dead skinny who would be in a submissive position, like a slave or something like that. And then you get a higher ranking character who would be fat, and they would just be like super lazy and super gluttonous, and they'd just eat in front of the more submissive character who was skinny. And it would just torture, it would be like torture to the skinny character, and they would be deprived of food and stuff, and they would just be like totally like turned on by the fat character. And that's how I used to do it. Usually the dominant characters were always male in these scenarios, and the submissive character would be either, you know, male or female. I used to sort of prefer female, like, slave characters and a male, like, dominant character. That's kind of one of my fetishes, is like dominant fat male character and then submissive either male or female character. It depends on my mood at the time as to whether I'm into male, female, or what their roles are, whether it be like son, daughter, wife, or like subjects, like, you know, in a kingdom, like servant, slave, many roles. And I go through a period of my life where one particular thing is like, I'm really into it. So I did go through a period of my time where I was kind of into the... So it was with Jeremiah again, and his brother, he used to talk... It was his brother that was the subject of his torturous, abusive... Wait. And he said to his brother, like, I want you to gain weight, because I can't gain weight because I can't... You know, this was just a scenario I was into like years ago. I'm not really into that scenario anymore, but it did used to, you know, used to enjoy it at the time. The scenario would be where he would like force feed his brother, and his brother got fat, but his brother was like super submissive and he was like dead dominant and stuff. So I was into the classic, you know, feeder being dominant and feedee being submissive. Not as a general whole, but in that scenario with Jeremiah and his brother. So I was into that just for a very, well, not really short period of time, but just like, you know, a section. But the most what's the word? Like usual fetish for me is dominant feedy male and submissive feeder type person. Because to me the fat people are just like superior and dead powerful looking. That's why I'm not really into although I like the look of fat women, I'm not as much into it as a fetish. Like I'm not really into fat women as part of a role play or a fetish or anything, because I'm like Jeremiah in the sense that I kind of like submissive female and dominant male. Submissive female, dominant male, I'm into that. So in my mind, female would be skinnier because she's more submissive, male would be fatter because he's dominant. Unfortunately, I know I'm like millennial, but like I kind of still feel like women are like more the submissive gender and male are the most dominant. I don't know. It's just like ingrained in me. Maybe it's because I'm, I don't know. It's because of the time I was raised in, which was the 90s and stuff, when it was probably still like that. I mean, it's not like people were like drumming it into my head. Like, it's not like my parents were all like, "Oh yes, females are submissive and they're just stay at home in the kitchen and just wait on the, the man." I wasn't really brought up like that, but yeah, it's just like something ingrained in me. Like, it's just something. But it's like, I always thought of myself as the dominant male, even though I'm biologically female. But I personally can't fathom me personally being submissive. So, but it's not because I'm like, oh yes, girl power, we're all dominant now and shit. It's not like that. Nothing like that. It's just because I still think of myself just like I did when I was like between 12 and 19, when I was going through my transgender, like proper, I was committed to being a boy thing, which is not really a phase, but people probably think it was a phase. Like my mum probably thinks, oh yes, I was right, it was a phase. Yes. It's like, wasn't really. Kind of still like that. Need to know what my mum's just messaged me. Yeah, sorry, it's not what the title says, by the way, guys. I am going to roleplay in a minute, any minute. It's just I want to give you some like backstory on me and the way I think, and also the characters. It gives you more an understanding like of the characters, I guess, if you know more about their backstory and also the way I think as well. So anyway, so yeah, I still kind of, ever since my mum's calling you 1 minute. It's weird. Sorry, oh god, everyone's gone now. Thanks, mum. Wow. Still here, boss. Don't know if Issa's still there. What's that weird noise? What the hell? Can you hear that? I really want to check it out. Can you think I don't know. I don't want to. I want to stay here. Ew. What the heck? Oh shit! Shit! I'm falling over. Shit! I'm falling over. Anyway, as I was saying, so I decided to accept my biological gender when I was 19, up until like a couple of years ago or something, when I decided to embrace, like I thought maybe I had to stay as I was because like, I decided like, all right, I'm gonna be a girl now. But I've been miserable like ever since I decided to just be a girl. I've not been 100% happy. I've not been embracing like my fantasy life, as in my fantasy life, as in not everything I've been telling you about Jeremiah and stuff and characters, whatever characters. So I was the happiest growing up when I was always playing a character, and I was always playing a male dominant character. Like I've never played like a kid, or like all my characters ever since I was a kid have always been grown-ups. And they're usually authority figures, usually fathers, husbands. And I was always happiest when I was playing these characters. Like obviously in my head, kind of. Not with anybody, because, you know, everybody just thought of me as a girl, so it's like, and a child. So it's like, so I used to struggle with that. Like I say, I used to struggle with the fact that, you know, to everyone else, to the outside world, I was this little girl of 12, because that's where it's like started. I was this little girl of 12. And it's like, I don't want to identify as this. Well, of course, I didn't have the language. I didn't, you know, have this language. So it's like, I struggle with identity. It's like, I'm not happy about the fact that, you know, to everyone else, I'm just like this little girl, this submissive little girl that is a nobody. Because in my head, I was like this big boss. So I struggle with the fact that I was skinny. I struggle with the fact that I was a girl and a child girl from like age 12 plus. Because it's like, I identify as this adult male, big, fat, huge, enormous 30-odd-year-old. Yeah. Jeremiah's not in his 30s, actually. He's... What age is he now? He would actually be 30 by now. But I'm going to be role-playing, yeah, him in the like present, but when I do the role plays, because I'm gonna do like a few of these like different, like they're gonna be like episodes and series and shit. I'm gonna do like ones from the past as well. Like maybe we'll do a point of view where you're like Daisy meeting him for the first time, and that comic that I showed you guys that was a bit saucy, but I can't like simulate. I don't think I can simulate the naughties with this on YouTube. I can't simulate that. You can't simulate. So we're gonna have to skip that bit. But I'll like, I suppose I can roleplay the flirting, and then I'll just skip the sex bits. It'd be really intense still be interesting, because it's not like just sex, it's just like there's a story and everything. So it's like my book's full of sex, but it's got like a story. So a lot of people on books that I just all. I'll probably do like a timestamp of where the actual roleplay thing starts. I'm here. Oh, because I know it's dark. I can't see. So here's the. Yep. There's a spoon on the floor. Were you using it? Oh. Timestamp it. Right. Mum, I have a request. Can I try one of your cigarettes? Because I want to see how they taste like now they're not menthol anymore. Thank you. Can I get one now? Okay.
Where bought these from? And what are they called? Called. Where's she going?
Yeah, here. Thank you. Oh, don't you dare roll off.
I'll beat you up.
Yeah.
Top right. Top right. Right, so we have Is this white?
What's that?
It's Argentina.
I thought it was red.
Well, I don't want red. I don't drink red because it is.
Well, you got the wrong one then, because I bought both.
Right, you better get the other one out there.
Let me check.
I don't know. I wouldn't know the difference, but more red.
It smells nice. Nice.
How do I get the white one? That's all done now. Oh, no. Oh, passata turkey. Oh, my God. Yes, passata, please. That's definitely gone off. Oh, dear. That is, good job I spotted it. Oh, shit, I'm doing it again, aren't I? Oh. Oh, getting annoyed now. Damn it.
Ich möchte nicht, wo das Passata ist. Ist
All the
es.
things don't cook.
Ist es. Da. Da ist
Where's the...
das Weißwein.
Ah, that's
Ja, das ist jetzt.
yeah, I get headaches with that red wine.
Yeah, maybe that's why I
I've
got.
got nothing to cook, I'm thinking.
Oh, you not put it on?
That one nothing.
No, I've done that before. Mum, you look like an Indian in that thing that you're wearing.
Yeah, I thought that when I saw it, I was like, oh, very Indian.
Because it's a
very
dress, and
Indian.
then you've got the pants on as well that look Indian.
I have, yeah. The whole look.
You've got the male version.
Yeah.
Although they usually wear white or cream, I think. You look like a manly Indian.
Now, mushrooms, I'll put them in there. Well, that'll have to do for now.
Yeah, that's good.
There's two things that need to go in the hall.
And we get drunk.
Carbon. Now, where's the...
My wife is currently cooking dinner. Oh, I know. Got an idea. Okay. Right, I've got an idea. Right, guys. This time, you guys are going to be the point of view of Jeremiah's girlfriend, while his wife is still cooking. Okay. And his mother comes in to help. So you're now going to be the point of view of his girlfriend. Afterwards, and we invite you to dinner.
Let's go pick you up things, though.
Pick you up things.
No, things to pick you up with.
I don't know. I don't know where those ones went. Hey, girlfriend, meet Daisy, my wife. Isn't she plain and boring? Yeah, I got a new portrait drawn of me. It's me. How sexy and masterful I am. Yeah.
Well, I'm only just learning about again how to about. I didn't realise these took as long as they did when put together.
Yeah. Can't really show that. Stop being a pain in the ass, or else. One, two. My wife's shit pot. This food smells awful. Mushy rumours, like stock cubers. My wife is so lazy. Now she's getting my mum to do all the cooking. Why does it keep going dark and light and dark and light and dark and light? It looks good when it goes light. Stop going dark! I'm just yelling at my phone. My wife can't resist my soft middle. Red wine? Yeah, he said red wine. That is silly. You're so silly. Nice and dark. It's dark because the light's like glaring, so it goes dark. See if I could do that. It would be good, but it's annoying, isn't it? Oh well. God, it's supposed to be easy. It's fucking harder. You know, these auras trying to get one off. I struggle to find the end, so I end up fumbling around. You know, because you're supposed to just be able to reach, grab, and pick them off. She's not even listening.
sure we've decided this up for that.
We decided what?
This wasn't the right this time.
Oh.
But I'm sure for some reason I can't remember.
So what would we have had instead?
No, it's not instead. We just plugged it into the saw. Plugged it in the saw.
Oh right, yeah.
The frying bit.
Yeah, I skip the frying bit, just dump it in.
Yeah, it was in there. It's a long time since I did this.
You don't know what the heck you're doing.
Right, so there, all these things are back.
What?
So I think we'll
Pop them in now.
there now.
All is there.
We need to boil, I think, first. Right, so get that. Oh, I'm just
Rosary. You said rosary before.
Mary.
We're playing the drunken husband.
Obviously, it's wrong. I will have to
This is too
fix it
small.
next time. Yeah.
Yeah, get off.
Have we got any more pepper?
Yeah, we should do.
Pepper. Do we normally put salt?
Who is Rosie?
Eh?
Yeah, we put salt.
Oh, we would have.
Mein Name ist Jeromiah, nicht Rosie. Ich muss nicht
It's all wrong, I'm sorry.
diese
It's,
Rosie is S. I'm sure it'll be lovely. Oh yes, I forgot. There's your money. For earlier.
that was to the boiling then. It's not too bad, it'll be ready by 10 past.
Hooray!
I forgot now.
Basmatic rice. I always thought it was basmatic rice. How very That's good. We usually have ovals with this one, so yeah, I'd like to have the ovals. Now you're talking. hours I've been smoking this damn thing. I've not even lit it yet. Yo, wife. Throw that away. It's not needed. We have plenty of it. Oh, I just fell over. I'm drunk apparently. I've just set a light to that thing. Shit. Not really, I'm just pretend. Yeah, it's not lit, don't worry. Prick my nipples. They don't actually crack. Hold this. Ah, cracked, yeah. Good. Give it to me. Oh. I'm just gonna light it. It's pushing the buttons. Portrait of myself. For those who didn't see it before. I can't see what I'm showing. my father. Like, shall I go get changed upstairs then? Alright then. See you, Maud. Come on, baby. Seizure. Spells very cacciatore. Yeah. Cacciatore. Khaki. Mama calls it cack. it's cack. It's a lot of cack. Yeah, it's dark up here though, that's the problem. But I can make myself look more Jeremiah-like up here. This light works, so it should be okay. I'm gonna put this phone somewhere it's not gonna fucking fall off. Shame we can't use the bedroom, but that's where Wi-Fi goes to die. I'm gonna get rid of that because that's distracting. Are you gonna open that bottle? Right, so I would drink this for real. The reason why I'm pretending instead of actually doing it is actually open. The reason why I'm not drinking it is because I've actually had painkillers today. Not supposed to, you know, mix like pills and booze. Like, I know Jeremiah fucking does because he's like, you know, he's immune to it at this point. He's been doing it for years, but I'm not sure I have. I've never mixed booze and alcohol. Booze and alcohol? Alcohol and beers! I've never mixed alcohol and beers apparently before. So I don't really know how it would affect you, but I don't want to find out. I have tried it though. I had a little swig earlier. I don't think a little swig would hurt. About alcohol and beers. Yeah, I woke up with a freaking headache again. Another hangover from nothing at all. You know, I drank loads of water last night and everything. But for some reason. I mean, I didn't immediately wake up with the headache. It just kind of built up when I got up. So I don't fucking get up. Anyway, I'm going to make myself look even more Jeremiah-like. Because, you know, Jeremiah has wings. So, there you go. So this year, Becky, I think, is going to be dressing as Donlino. So I'll dress as Jeremiah. There you go. Proper angelic. Right. So you're playing the point of view now of my girlfriend. Remember, you know, from where we left off from last night's stream. Not last night, you know, Tuesday. You know, Tuesday's stream with the Jeremiah point of view thing. And you were playing the point of view of Daisy, his wife, and then you were playing the point of view of the girlfriend when she arrived. Now this is like the aftermath. I'd like screenshot, but no phone. Oh, it's okay. I'll take one later. If I stand in the light, I can like have a halo or a light bulb moment. Shade in the background. Shit, sorry about that. Let's do some poses then. Jeremiah poses. I need to get Becky to make me Jeremiah ears and tail. So basically just yellow tail, yellow ears will do. Do you think she'd make me a fursuit of Jeremiah? It's a lot to ask, I know, but I just can't afford a fursuit. Hate being poor. Like, for real. It's just not my style to be poor because there's so many things I want. They're awesome. Golden Floor! Looks like a halo. Have to do them later. So yeah, I don't want like a normal fursuit really. I want a morph suit, which is basically figure hugging. The only thing I would have is I'd make her like pad it out like down here so I look like I have big fat thighs and shit. Because Jeremiah is thick. He is thinner than his father, but he is thick. So. So yeah, I'd make her pad out the butt and the legs and the hips a bit, but Then the head would have to be like small as well, because you know how fursuits are generally massive and the heads are massive and everything. I don't want it like that. I want it like small, dainty and cute and small. I don't like these bloody these stupid, very cartoony, massive mascot freaking fursuits. I hate that look, to be honest. Some of them are really good, but some of them are just some cack. A load of cack. Squirrel! I wish I hadn't cut its tail though. It's supposed to be like that. But as a kid I wanted it so it could be like... So I cut the thing that kept it up like that. Because that just wasn't as cool. Still cute though. I've got some bat wings as well. Do you know what? Jeremiah should really have demon wings because he's more demonic than angelic. Oh boy, now my laptop is about to blow up. Uh-oh. Golden fluff. That's what Elijah calls fluffers, his golden fluff. Or golden chunk. Okay, I forgot where we were. Okay, so... So I wanted to do like the point of view like of actual doing the simulation of sex, but I'm not sure that's allowed. So we're just gonna skip. So this is the aftermath. That's right, so I've given her the money. She's not actually a whore, by the way, but Jeremiah's such a jerk that he like treats the girls he has sex with as whores and just gives them a bit of money, just like to say you're a dirty, cheap whore. So here you go. Some money. Okay, he sometimes does that to his wife as well. So the point of view now is that Daisy is making dinner still, and I invited my girlfriend to join us, which of course Daisy's not happy about, but she has to like fucking deal with it. And so now his mother is coming to cook, and now basically Daisy's being lazy. So here she is. She's with us now. So Daisy, this is my girlfriend. Yeah, she's far more beautiful than you are, isn't she? Better in bed as well. Bet she's a better cook as well. That's why my mum had to come in and take over, because you're just shit. Just fucking shit. And they're just shit when I smoke. There you go. Pretend like she hacks and coughs and shit. I don't know her name, by the way, so don't even ask me to remember that, because I have no clue. She probably told me at some point, but what's your name? I'll probably forget it though. Right, you guys think of a name quick. Yeah, Jeremiah's golden fluff. He's not really a fluff because he's falcon wolf. Fluffs are fluffs. They're their own species. They're still, they're still falcon wolves, but the furry versions of falcon wolves and the feral versions, which are like normal animal versions on all fours, they're fluffs. Jeremiah has golden fluff too. Yeah, he does have golden fluff. Why does it keep popping up? Alright, so you're playing the role of like the girlfriend, so you think of a name, somebody. Because I can't remember. Think of a name. I have got one in my head, but just see if it matches up. Say a name. Daisy looks she looks fucking mad right now. She looks really angry. You can see her in the screen, she looks like dead angry. So yeah, so pretend like she's glaring at you because she's not happy about it. How do you say, oh, your wife is glaring at me? She is. What's your problem with her? She's our guest. Is that how you treat guests, glowering at them?
And then she hacks and coughs. And I don't feel good. And then she says, I'm sorry. It won't happen again, sir. Say it! How the fuck am I going to get my leg down from here now? Too fat to move. Daisy, help me down with this leg. It's very comfortable and all, but I want to sit down. I'm too fat to stand for very long. I'm just going to sit on this box. I'll probably break it, but oh well. There's no freaking chairs in here. Well, actually there is. Okay, I got an idea. Cack. If I could find a place where I could put this. Oh, I can put it there actually. That'll be right. Right, so you're sat there. Daisy will be somewhere. Try and get her to stay upright. That would be nice. Cack. I forgot my bottle of wine! No! I can't really. Yeah, alright. I'll have to readjust my wings later. This is my throne. I forgot my booze. Why don't you. One of you. What? Catch in throat. Somebody go fetch it for me. And then my wife goes, it's because you smoke too much. Mind your own fucking business, Daisy. I'll give you smoke too much in a minute. And no, it is not smoking. It's because I have a cat. Ugh. Messages popped up. Do a sack to say I let you in accounts give money. What? Yes, I own you. My so arm to do. What does this mean? I'm to do sack to say. Okay. Is he asking for money? How dare you? You mean you're sacked? Yeah. I'm just gonna say yes like I've not read that. Yes, you. I take it Brad's computer is broken. Blown up. Sorry about this girlfriend, whatever the fuck your name is. Just don't know why I'm apologising. I'm just checking my business phone. You see, it's full of all my like business associates in the mafia. Got some hitmen, some bodyguards, a few of my sons and daughters. I have many. They're not all with my wife. A lot of them are with like other girlfriends and shit, or just one night stands. Some of them I know about, some of them I keep in touch with, some of them, nah. Well, I just don't know about them. And start to what? Come over and start to come. No. I have no clue what I'm saying. Oh, that's nice. Two views. Lovely. Oh, I know what I'll say. I just didn't know how to word it. I knew what I wanted to say, but I didn't know how to word it. I'm just engaging with one of my many girlfriends. Don't mind me. Oh God, they're in here now. Fuck off. Daisy, get that fly, will you? Be a good girl. And I... I don't know, that sounds rubbish, but I will. Ah, come on! I know, he told me. Here's my uncle, my father's brother. Yeah, I know, which bit? I told my uncle that I'm good with the ladies. Because he's not, he's rubbish. He's too nice. Here it is, look! Oh, it's two of them! Oh, great, I've let them in here now, haven't I? Where did they come from? I know we've got a shit ton of them in the pretty bubby. You like? Is that how you spell it? This is my sister that I'm talking to. By the way, you know that guy who I was talking to before? Earlier today? That guy who was complaining about my father, Lino? Da boss. Well, that was my brother, Lino's son. He's a bit of a, kind of a bit of a brat, but really annoying brat. Not like me. He's inferior, far inferior. But he claims he's found like a place where he's got all these girls. It's like, I don't believe you. I think you're making it up just to make us jealous. Hey. So we got a group chat here with my father Lino and my mother Alison. She said, hey. Leslie. It's my sister, not sure. You're not sure? What an idiot. Doesn't pay attention much. Just not pay attention. Maybe it is this. Cack. I was gonna say something. Oh yeah. So, father is the boss, as you know, of the mafia. But like, I run it behind his back a little bit. So, basically, my father has given me permission to build back up his mafia after it fell. All his mafia members either got killed or left for various reasons, and he's entrusted me to find new members for the mafia, and all the people I'm talking to on here are the new people that I'm corresponding with. I've got a screensaver of my father. I don't really can see that. It's gone off. My wing is stuck. Daisy, adjust my wings. So, basically, I'm running the mafia. pretty much, because I'm the one finding all the members. I'm the one talking to them and dealing with them. So they basically think I'm boss. I've not even told them about my father. I've just said I'm the boss of the mafia. So they all think that I'm the boss. Technically, I am the underboss of my father's mafia. Daisy's not happy. He just didn't know about it. Basically, she is like pulling her face. Dinner time. Last. I've only been waiting like 2 days. No, just kidding. I've been waiting for 45 minutes. Apparently. Daisy started it and my mum was finishing it. Bless me. I threw away that other cigarette because it got battered. I kind of wish I hadn't now because it actually says the name of the type, but it's actually quite nice. I think I've tried my mum on those if they're cheap enough. They're actually quite mild. I think it's called JJ or something. Like lots of J's in it. Hey Daisy. If you would like me to not go over there right now, grab that bottle of wine and whack you over the head with it, I suggest you go and fetch it for me. Do you understand? Go on, fetch it for me. She's like on the floor and said, ow. She fell. Yeah. I think it's broken. Oh, Roxanne, right? We've got so Daisy, meet Roxanne. Can you use your wings and fly it to America? Yeah, I could do that. I'm about to be forced into doing an emergency update. Can I email you my phone number? Who the hell are you? Daisy is going to be shouting. Bless you. Spoken too late already is. I don't think she would like to change. Stupid. What? I don't know. See, all I saw was the golden fluff thing. I couldn't see the chat moving up, so I thought like no one was talking and interacting. I like Roxanne though. That's a nice name. So you're Roxanne. Daisy, meet Roxanne. This is Roxanne, my girlfriend. And I didn't guess. Yep, she's looking at her with disgust. You with disgust. Sorry about that, Roxanne. You'll have to forgive my wife. She has an inferiority complex that I've instilled in her. She's so rubbish. Well, you know, we spoke over the phone about how rubbish she is. So, you didn't get my booze for me. Like I told you to. Now, I'm not going to whack you over the head with this because I really would not like to waste a nice bottle of booze on you. So what we're going to do is we're going to go get the bells again. Aw, we could try something different today. Let's see what we've got as a weapon. We've got, sorry, a punishing tool. What we got? We've got a lovely hanger. This would be good to whack you with. Yeah, I need that hanger. I don't want to waste a good hanger on you. I do have like a riding crop somewhere. Not in here though. What's that? Oh, that's where it went. Not the riding crop. I mean, I haven't seen my riding crop for years. Everybody's gone now because I've not been interacting because I didn't even know the chat was moving up. I've got freaking nothing in here. What's that? That's nothing either. Okay. I've got nothing to use. So you'd think with all the crap in this room, you'd I'd have something to use as a punishing tool. Need to go fetch me something. I'm too lazy. Go fetch me the punishing weapon of your choice. And you, my lovely girlfriend Roxanne, will have nice front row seat. Yeah, everyone's fucked off now. Roxanne, I like that name. He's nice. I will remember that. Doesn't match up with the name I was thinking of. Right. Terrible, my hand is still busted from earlier. What, from having to beat someone up? Yep, that's my mafia. That's one of my newest, latest mafia associates, Brad. He's like my hitman bodyguard. The light's flickering. You know evil is about to happen when the light's flickering. I got it from this. Apparently I've been invited to come to America. Roxanne has invited me to come and fly to America with her. So I'm gonna leave you here to like keep my house clean while I go and fly to America. Unless you want to come. But if you come, like, there'll be no one to clean my house. That would be a shame. Let's go find your punishing tool of choice. Oh, wow. What did I do? Honestly, I don't know where it went. I have a whip somewhere in the house. What I did with it, I have no clue. I don't know where it went. Don't know where any of my freaking punishing tools I've got gone. Right, guys, that's gonna have to be it because my mum's gonna start yelling and screaming at me in a minute. So, hope you enjoyed. Yeah, I'll try and find the whip for next time and we'll continue where we left off again. Yeah, so that'll be the end of the stream. It's really long. I'm gonna cut it down to size so it's just the roleplay bit. And I'll probably put it on Patreon. And maybe I'll even think about doing some videos, so like more graphic stuff, but for Patreon and not for YouTube. Okay, bye. Okay, shame I missed the beginning. You didn't miss much. Okay, see you later.